Okay, here's some things that I think if you have to do in the first couple of months of dating somebody, you're probably not dating the right person. And I've done all of these things and continue dating people, so no judgment. The first thing is if you have to be super calculated or play games around communication with the other person, meaning like you really overthink how frequently you're texting them, or like you always want to come across as like cool and unbothered and things like that, which I think is normal in the beginning. But like as you're progressing in a relationship with somebody and you're not feeling more comfortable about communication, and you're overthinking things, and you're like, oh well, I texted first yesterday, so I don't want to text them first today. It's like if you have to play games around communication because you don't feel comfortable, I feel like you're not being authentic to yourself. I remember I dated this guy, and in the beginning I was trying to be so cool. I was like, I'm the chillest girl ever. And so I'd be like, I'm not going to text him back for hours, and I don't care if he doesn't text me back for hours. But then once we started dating, I remember he was like, oh my gosh, like you used to be so cool and chill. Like what happened? I was like, that was not me. So it's like, if you are not like progressing into feeling more comfortable and you have to like still play games with somebody like months into dating them, I feel like you're not with the right person. The second thing is if you have to delete their phone number, change their contact name, or like hide their notifications, because again, it's like giving you some sort of anxiety around like seeing their name pop up, or like maybe not seeing them text you and things like that. Again, I've done this where like weeks into dating somebody, I already had to delete their phone number because like something happened. It's just not a good sign that early on. And then the last thing, probably most important, if at any time within the first couple of months of dating, you have to go into your notes app to compose a message because you need to like articulate about how they've like hurt your feelings or something like that, I just feel like it's not a good sign to have to do that early on. Or God forbid you have to write a pros and cons list about somebody that early on in dating. Just not a good sign. I feel like in some of my past relationships, like after we broke up and I went through my notes app, I'm like, I could publish a book with the amount of notes I had in my notes app. And I just feel like in the first couple of months of dating, you have to remember like people are hopefully putting their best foot forward. So if you're already dealing with these types of issues and anxieties, and you feel like maybe it's not progressing into feeling like natural and comfortable, you may not be with the right person.